What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so according to Sham Charania of ESPN, LeBron James of the Los Angeles Lakers has declined to take a pay cut and will opt in to his full payment of $52.6 million for the 2025-26 NBA season. All right. Now, there are a lot of people who are saying LeBron James is being very selfish here, considering that he's a billionaire and that he could take less money and give the Lakers more money on the second apron to sign more talent, because the Lakers do need to re-up, considering all the moves that Western Conference teams have made. All right? And are going to continue to make. The Lakers are going to make some moves, but if LeBron had took less money, then obviously that would have helped the Lakers be able to sign some more lucrative free agents, whoever going to be available in the market. Then you have some who say, look, LeBron has been in the game for 22, now going on 23 years. You know, he's brought a lot of revenue to the Lakers. He absolutely deserves every little bit that he gets, what he's brought to the table, et cetera, right? I'm of the opinion that my man Apex Jones has, right? Shout out to my brother Apex Jones on Twitter. Please follow him on Twitter, man. He's an absolute legend on there. And I saw what he said, and I agree 100%. At this point, right, we got to start putting a lot more blame on the Lakers organization, the front office, because they don't put any pressure on this guy. They keep giving it to him. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. And I'm not a Laker fan. But at this point, I truly feel for Laker fans, because they talk a good game. I'm talking about the organization. They talk a good game, but their actions show to me that they really don't give a fuck about winning. Their actions still continue to show me, at least until the next couple of years, because now I'm getting the feeling this may not be his last year. Up until, I say about 3 days ago, I was certain that this was his last season. Now I'm not so sure of that. Not with some of the stuff that he's saying. I think he's hellified. I think he's on a mission to play with not just Bronny, but Bryce. So I'm not sure anymore that this upcoming year is going to be his last. But anyway, it may be. We'll see. But yeah, the organization that offers it to. They don't put any pressure on him, you know what I'm saying, to take less money. They give him these max contracts. He's living in this bubble. And no pun intended here, but he's living in this bubble where you have people who supposedly know ball who still say that this guy's a top 4 or 5 player in the league. I mean, with this inflated market, with this inflated fraudulent market value that he has, it justifies them giving him that money. But you tell me, what 40-year-old is the centerpiece of a championship team or anywhere near that? It's not real. And the only thing that gets on my nerves, and I say this time and time again, right? Like I said, I feel for Laker fans, because with this guy's mindset, he doesn't care about winning. And all you guys who brought up Kobe, right? Because all these people bring up Kobe, well, Kobe, he was making 20-something million his last few years. So what are you saying? Yeah, but the Lakers had no shot in hell at winning at that point in time, which I think probably accelerated Kobe Bryant's decision to retire because he wasn't going to tolerate playing, you know what I'm saying, low level basketball by his standards. I mean, it was enough for him to have to accept that he wasn't the same player that he had been, but to continue to go out there and keep losing and have teammates that don't give a fuck about winning, that probably said, he said to himself, look, I'm out of here. I can't deal with this shit. I'm not on here. I'm not playing just to pad my numbers and pad my stats. I play for one reason and one reason only, and that's to win championships. And now somehow with these deluded morons running around social media and in the mainstream media, somehow wanting to win a championship is now a bad thing. No, we want to go out there and stat pad. That's what we're pushing. That's why I'm so against these stupid motherfuckers, because the shit they're pushing. A team sport like basketball, the ultimate goal every year is not to win a fucking scoring title or an offensive player of the year, whatever this dumb nigger puts out his fucking mouth. It's to win a championship, period. Point blank. Can't believe these people co-sign this dumb shit. This idiot spewing out of his fucking mouth. With the exception of 2 years, the 96, 97, and 97, 98 year, Michael Jordan, for the most part, took less money, sometimes considerably less money, than players who couldn't even touch the stratosphere in which he soared through the heights as far as being a star for the NBA. You had role players making more money per game than him in the 90s than Michael Jordan was making. John Hot Rod Williams one year made $11 million for the Cavaliers, while Michael Jordan was making like $3.5 million that year, something like that. $3.5 to $4 million. Tim Duncan took a pay cut to help the Spurs organization be viable as far as winning titles all the way up until he was 40 years old. Dirk Nowitzki took a pay cut to help the Spurs, help the Dallas Mavericks organization be able to win. Other great players took pay cuts. Hell, remember, Dwayne Wade took a pay cut to help to get LeBron James and Chris Bosh there in order to win. But this selfish motherfucker, this cocksucker, he's not going to do that. No, because it's all about him. All I'm going to say is this. It's his money. He's entitled to it. What I don't want to hear, and we know it's coming, I don't want to hear Richard Jefferson. I don't want to hear Kendrick Perkins. I don't want to hear none of these clowns on TV. I don't want to hear Gilbert Arenas. I don't want to hear Shannon Sharp. I don't want to hear any of these clowns talk about this guy needs help. I don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear that no more. You got Luka Doncic. You got your son. You got whoever you're going to get in free agency. That's enough. Nobody wants to hear it. Since you're the GOAT, figure it out. Hell, Michael Jordan won 2 championships without another all-star on his team in 91 and 98. So you figure it out.